for B pinch is on the way.
Yeah, actually, they're scrambling to get back towards site here as Bob looking to pave the way all the way onto site. Actually, two players tucked in here. They're ready to actually pop off. This flash is perfect as well, Lauren.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. We have to see if they can actually take the side control as it stands. For now, it's all good. Plant going to come down. We look towards the retake. What do they have to build in? One towards CT, two towards middle. Romi, consu, and conir still alive. Conir holding a fair amount of space to at least allow some safe passage back in. Looking a little paranoid of a flank coming through, but nothing there. It is all towards the site. 3 players posted up, and here it comes. Smoke's already invested. Katsumi playing site, 2 towards back of boathouse. Dash comes in, and the first swing! Stunning work from Katsumi, and even once more! Welcome to the stage, Cloud9.
The players in support as well. Jazzkin's the first one to find it. Kalita actually responds with 2 here. Spike noted as well. Katsumi has to tuck away from this. Actually, Mel and Bob made progress elsewhere, but no real information towards B site. I don't actually think the extent of this stack on the side of KRÜ was noted. But early advantage here.
Yeah, massive and fantastic consideration of that. Brilliant work coming out from KRÜ. I'm really happy to see. You can see instantly that Spike got collected and got the hell out of danger. So over towards the site we go. Plant going to come down. Let's see if they can hold on to it. Those 3 Spectres, still a fair amount of utility on Katsumi. Same with Bob as well. So you're still in a decent enough position to fight this one out. And I want to see Bob's flank here. The timing is everything. Do they still recheck towards middle? You've got 4 players and Bob could have the best flank in the world. They have absolutely no idea. And it's devastating. It's so much. They all have to turn. It's time being purchased. Bob does not need to overcommit to this. Just chip away by time. Precious seconds. Because KRÜ are almost back in this round. And it's only 1 to make it forward. Utility-wise, they are down to bare minimum here on the Cloud9 White side. So this is a great opportunity for KRÜ, but they need to get going.
A lot of time burnt up here already. Kalita will pave the way through the door. This little crossfire setup here, though, just outside. Conir actually loses out to Jazzkins with a ghost here.
And I love the commitment as well from Jazzkins, still doing great chip damage too, and Alexis still not noted. Gonna get away with potentially murder until then. Mel on the trade and Mel on the flank! And that's a denial of the ult's validity. It's gonna find nothing here, as Romi, the last one alive, in a 1v3 and Katsumi. And gotta say it, Katsumi looking like a land beast right now, sitting on 7-1, farming it up. And once again, similar scenes, but it looks like Cloud9 White are more than aware. Good trades for KRÜ though. conir and baesht at least gonna do some damage on this one. Rifle's not quite recoverable yet, so a little bit tricky in that regard to try and maybe get those back into play for KRÜ if they could recover them. And already, Cloud9 White just going to turn attention. They want that plant. That's what they're going to try and facilitate. The 2 players playing slightly ahead. Spike safely working his way around by main. And they should be able to at least secure heaven, maybe secure a little by tree, which they're going to do by at least shutting the door.
Alexis and Mel might even go exploring here.
They think they should.
Be able to greet a couple of members of KRÜ just ahead of progress towards heaven. Find any value here. Conir just behind the curve there. Fortunately caught off guard. Mel, close contact, noting Mel's presence outside in the early rounds.
But there's no pressure on short, and they would have felt that, right? And they can speed up the pace, and they're so aware of this. Alexis with the first was great. The second, I feel, was a gift from the gods. And already the plant now getting put down, wall in place. Every post plant is pretty much covered, and you've got an operator. That's an expensive piece of kit. Maybe you don't want to commit at this point.
Romi posted up deep in heaven, no possibility of swapping this out, and actually Katsumi ready with a paranoia potentially to enable somebody to push even deeper. It looks like KRÜ rightfully so going to give this up. That'll be the 5th on the board very quickly for C9 White. Unfortunately, not a lot for KRÜ to say in this round.
No.
Like you said, almost that double stack towards main when there's no pressure follows through towards B or towards mid. You must expect that push out. Try and dig Mel out of this position. Bomb catching him. Headshot there. Consu will find Jazzy, but nothing but a consolation at this point.
It's worth hunting these down. You have the funds.
Yeah, want to punish
Money
this.
is great for C9. On the other side, they are desperate to keep hold of these. And it's just the operator.
The door's closed as well.
To get a grip on this one. And I don't know how many times they're used to playing from the back either. It could be something they're just not used to. This aggression is so good from them. They are so good at these half buys, these kind of shoddy purchases. They are fantastic, and the Spike is in a bad position here. They need success over by A, and Bob's given them just that. Bob now on the side can take so much control of this. The Spike, yes, it is still an issue, but they at least have that backup plan now.
So I'm looking here to see how C9 White do recover here, 'cause it's the first time the Spike has been out of position. Bob perfectly flanked through
it's
main. Finds the
ferocious.
first, the second. Actually, Romi gonna fall too.
And Alexis starting to swing from it. That's good. Time to get away, though. There was still that pressure. There was still that danger. Consu could have hit another shot. It could have been another problem. It's not to be. Conir has to find impact, find damage, find something, because this chip damage stops being enough. It stops being a silver lining at 6-0. It stops being anything we can depend upon. The first time we're really seeing C9 having to scramble in this round, and again, it's one of these buys, but that's a recovered rifle.
Alexis actually anticipating the lockdown potentially being used on short and saved the fragment for it. Not sure if Consu's going to consider that. Alexis does give up the lineup for the time being after that door's removed. Well, they can follow through here. Alexis going to take first contact. The spike I'm actually spotting out heaven, but Alexis standing strong. Just one left to find for C9 White.
Conir. No one's given them any play, and the swing together, it's sorted. Bob.
Yeah.
And there it is, Mel. Gonna make it across. Conir, though, gonna find Katsumi. That was the fight towards B, so the plant's gonna come in, and now we're in the post-plant. Favorable numbers still towards Cloud9 White, but we're gonna see what consu, baesht, and conir can maybe achieve in this one. A little late on rotation, because they had to deal with a player who took that TP towards B. Alexis waiting for the pressure to come in through by Tree, gonna spot out consu. The flash to follow, gonna know 2 and fight 2. Alexis taking heads. Conir just dismantled up towards heaven. HP is all that's remaining, and this is gonna be quite telling. Mel gonna be on guard duty. 7-0 so far. Spots one, takes one. That's going to be baesht down. Bob going to take over the next bit of pressure here. Spots out more, and he's got the support. Doesn't need it. It's just farming out here. Cloud9 White just a cut above the rest with the Prime Gaming flawless.
Really hitting their stride now.
Yep.
8-0 the score. Like I said, that ship has sailed now for KRÜ to really have any input here. They're in damage control mode now. They need to get something out of these last 4 rounds.
And it feels like maybe just unbridled aggression could be the name of the game. Try and just be disruptive, do something, because it's not working otherwise.
That was supposedly the game plan, right? To actually take the fight to these teams here in Berlin. We've seen it in a couple of rounds, but like I said, it becomes harder and harder to justify now. Like I said, it's to the point where throw something out, see what sticks. Looks like that might be the case here. Not through B main here, but there's 4 members of C9 White here. Again, these early round protocols, the slow orb, to actually prevent any further progress behind this first blood. Beautifully done.
Great read, great anticipation. KRÜ not finding that first impact. Last time around, we saw this on a couple of the half buys, a couple of the ecos.
Kalita opening things up.
A couple of trades, working quite nicely. This time around, too sharp to it. C9 reading the game plan really well, and the patience even sticking around just in case there was that double dip of aggression, and there was. Once again, no. Coming on the knife, good. Smoke goes up. Romi, Island. Trade comes out. 1-for-1 so far. Mel gone down. The timing not bad at all. Rez going to come out. Mel back on the feet, and Jazzy going to carry on forward. All invested. They got to know everything. Flank now seen. They are going to be on red alert, as they should be. baesht, though, finally comes alive on the side, and there's a fight to be had.
Bob with the response on here. Kalita and Consu left to try and cover this one now. Bob actually peeks ahead of that as the spike is planted. So now 1v2. Jazzy will fall. Consu swings through and finds KRÜ's first round.
Now the smoke going to come down and the lockdowns come out. This is now going to give them a time limit. There is pressure put on Cloud9. Romi's reposition is perfect. Going to find Katsumi. Bob and Mel still alive and kicking, but for how long? 2 more seconds. They got to handle it. They got to handle it now. Mel can't do it. Gets caught, but still standing was Alexis. Bob puts life on the line for it as well. And now just down to conir. And it's all slow sailing, but they need to get the spike and they need to get the plant. Couple of seconds to spare. They get it done, and Bob's waiting. Kalita, that's brave. That is very brave. Wall goes up. Potential problems there. Kalita gets found, so the support system gone, and now it's Consu just left on their own. But great positioning, at least going to get away with one. Takes out Alexis, but Jazzy is ready. Death from above, and the shot just about clips the wings of Consu. Gonna dip back down for it though. Playing around the side of the smoke, 20 seconds here, and the pressure's time him out. Jazzy finally gets found, and now it's Mel and Katsumi. 18 seconds, plant not in just yet, and Romi looking for that chance above it. Doesn't get it. The paranoia slowing down the roll, and this pressure is dying him out. 10 seconds, they need a plant, and they needed it a while ago. A tap on the spike, but it's Mel trying to get in their face. Katsumi gonna do just about enough to maybe buy time for a plant. And conir gonna feel that pressure, has to hold for a second. The classic switch was not gonna get it done.
Knife destroyed, but information confirmed at least, and KRÜ looking to pile on the pressure through short here. One lurk left, and Romi, completely unconsidered, will punish Jazzy.
way better work coming out from KRÜ. This is much better. Loved how much they were able to capitalize on some of the small mistakes coming out from C9 there and making it their own. Lovely pace. Maybe if there was a stack on that B side, there could have been some further danger to it, but not at all. And plenty of information off the back of the knife. Probably 3 noted on that. So again, should be well and truly prepared. Nice little late mid lurk coming in as well. And should really seal it up. And Kalita just steals it away. Poor old consu.
That's when you thought. Pop pass is good, but Romi stands strong.
Nice.
Bob actually looking to thread back behind Consu on this flank, but Consu still finds the headshot. The Prime gaming flawless.
For this one. This could be hard to stick the landing on 30 seconds. This could go astray. This could go wrong.
Here, conir actually posts a perfect paranoia, but Kalita can't swing onto it. Too much pressure. Low HP. Alexis will deal with it.
Yeah, and here's that main play, and they build the door. How do you get away with it? Alexis going to catch conir in the end, but at this point it is a 3v2. There's still a bit of a chance here. Consu and baesht going to try and make something out of it. Plant going to come down. Spam doesn't find as much as Bob would have wanted. And now we look at the post plant. What do they have for it? Just kind of tucked towards under heaven. It ain't pretty. There's nothing special about this. Alexis just has the room, but baesht does a little bit of damage, but it wasn't going to be enough. But for a bonus, don't allow the plant to come in. Can't quite challenge as the smoke keeps safe on the right side. And the first challenger comes in and cleans her out. Mel gone. Romi going to find Jazzykins. This is much better work coming in, but the late flank catch them by surprise and pop in the ult as well. Okay, we're down to a 3v3 here. All of KRÜ's players tucked on the site itself. Smoke still invested. There it goes. The last one. High flash in. Can they make the most of it? Nade towards the back of the side. Kalita. Great work towards Katsumi. They need more. They find more. Cloud9 White. The map.
Mel has so much space to work with it. Look how deep the tripwire is.
Hand off the mouse almost there, Mel. Easy, Tiger. Gonna get it back on. And conir goes down. Mel's just striding through the map. Now, that could open a chance for them to double back here. They could walk away from this. Try and maybe retake that space. You are seeing Bob have to respect that. Spin back around towards top middle. And Jazzy taking a peek.
Alexis got the knife back up though, so actually now with the null command coming through, almost going to anticipate this, but Alexis just swings out, finds it, finds all 3. 4 on the round for Alexis. In towards Rabbit, even as soon as actually they deal with it, I think Jazzy almost considering the possibility and actually perfect, using the TP to dip away from that pinch play.
Such diligence using the chamber like that. Mel, lovely consideration, and there's the pinch. KRÜ not going to let it up though. They still had that consideration of what would come afterwards. Bob's found space, but found the wrong end of the gun there. Consu going to take down Bob, and everything looking good, everything looking peachy for KRÜ. This is great stuff. Cloud9 struggling to find a way in, find that footing to go forward, and Consu now needs to play the life and doesn't. Does eventually get found. Cross being watched. conir going to do well. Does not need to overextend though. Can play patiently, wait for the support. Gets a little ahead of the smoke. No, okay. Slows down the roll and they want another pick. And they need maybe 2 here. And that's what they're eyeing up. Not going to happen. Kalita going to find it. And Alexis has to face the music. Beautiful start for KRÜ, especially off that lovely technical piece from Mel there. Just
towards sandbags. So even if C9 White get in here, find this plant, KRÜ have the contingencies in place. You might even see the follow through A lobby, which we do yet. Immediately this pressure going to be applied. Katsumi.
Look at the pinch. Through garage, 3 players on the other side. I really like this. That was a really nice idea. Katsumi goes down for it, but still, you got to see if they can hold on. Maybe make some more danger come through in a bit of a swing around about. Both sides flipping the script a little here, and Jazzy hitting a big shot. Needs another, may not get it here. Has to find it, not going to happen, and now no one's really on the spike. They got to get back there. They got to get back there and fast. And going to get it towards halfway, I believe. Paint Shell comes in, and Jazzy just putting damage down. And Mel's been waiting this whole time, patiently waiting. Does she get away with it? Oh, it's not the player she would have wanted. KRÜ keep 2. They get the defuse, and they get 2 on the board. Now push down towards A-Long. Bob is threading the needle well. Finds Kalita, does the not expect the follow-up from Romi, who had already pushed down A-Long. We'd noted that a couple of rounds ago, so now they're going to be aware that's a possibility. It's learning as they go. 30 seconds now, no plant. Taking their time, pausing for thought, and now the plant's going to come in.
Numbers advantage here for KRÜ in the retake, though. Do have that operator. Well, conir is going to be the one to take first contact. Actually anticipating some post-plant aggression here. Positioned very deep toward Beamy, and actually conir going to find one.
Yeah, beautifully considered. Very well done. Noting the aggression, but not noting that Alexis bails him out with 2, bringing it back down to an even affair here. But again, it's that Guardian in play. It's all aware.
Regardless.
Well, Judge is ready to go. Perfect place for it. Perfect timing for it. That's 2. Kalita cuts down Cloud9 White, and that's rifles now on the ground. These are recoverable as well. This was a gamble, though. It does have a downside, not able to control that A-long push-up, so they will be surrounded. But Kalita still going to find the timing, get the rifle, get the upgrade, and get the hell out of danger, but still they've got to be aware they had no long control. A little tunnel vision there, and now problems start to mount. Cloud9 White taking over the site, and Alexis and Jazzykins, perfect unison, making this dangerous.
I was going to note there, whether or not Alexis and Bob can get deep enough to catch this rotation. And they're looking to push through. Jazzy and Alexis might even catch Consu all the way deep in spawn here. This information relayed. Do they follow through on this? Potential here for Romi to retrieve a weapon. Yes, Vandal in hand now. Positioned in short. The test the diligence once again of C9 White.
They've got to have noted there was, 2 rifles lost there. They've got to be aware of where these weapons were left.
Safe plant, it's noted, yeah.
Yeah, they're very aware there's a chance that someone slipped through here.
Ultimate available now for Alexis as well. So they can pressure one way or the other.
Let's look at this post plant. Committing a little towards CT still. Jazzy feeling a little unsafe as to where to sit. Not going to sit towards Graffiti or the Cubby. You've got Romi now taking that room. Building up unawares, and the crossfire going to get broken down. That's Alexis got it now. Jazzy in the 1v2. Finds the first and looks for the follow-up. Still the paint shell to play if they want it. The time ticking in their side, but there's going to be a push off of the spike, potentially. Can't sit that no more. 50 seconds in the clutch for Jazzy. And you can see all that pressure. Romi is there, flies on through, sends it, gets it. Jazzy gone down, but the trade comes in. Bob finds it right on back, and Romi almost behind him. He line still needs to clear these players out of position. And Bob is the immovable, still standing, takes down baesht. And Romi, where has that just come from? The 1v1, and Bob too cold with it. Steps into it. Bob, no respect. He does get punished for that. Push towards CT with a one-way, still being kept somewhat safe. But the threat sign amount a little. Romi gone down this time, and now the final 3, 2 potentially noted and 1 to be considered in CT. If they can exit with these weapons, that would be ideal. Katsumi left on guard duty. Does eventually go down. Trade comes out. And Kalita, nothing to do but die. But by now they have to respect that the site is won. But look at the aggression from Mel coming out as well. Over claiming territory, gonna push right on through, and you can see as to why. Full faith in the utility set into motion, it's all theirs. The B site and the connector towards A is secured. Romi on the flank though, punishing Bob this time. There's still a chance of this pressure. It's such a long way back by the time they'd get there, and look at the way C9 are posturing. They're still willing to challenge here.
I know that brings it to a 2v3 for C9 White. Jazzykins gonna cancel out that advantage immediately against the operator, and it's retaking onto B site. Probably the hardest to try and find an entry back through with, but conir actually swapping out to the rifle, and it pays dividends.
Katsumi, have you been noted? Have you been considered? That's the first and the second! And do they stay patient? Do they get curious? What happens to the cat, and the smoke drops, and actually it's Romi to come out the better of that. Mel gonna get quickly caught up by it. The 4v4, but again, no rifle to be recovered.
Away, though. Look at the minimap. Consu's backed away to try and find a safer angle to play from.
Oh, this is such a it's such a good fake. Even if it's not a fake, you have to pay mind to what Bob's about to do. You still have to put a player towards it. Maybe Bob's going to back away from this, and Katsumi read it like a book. Page is left open, and Consu goes down. The site's all theirs. With 13 seconds, yes, it's a little dangerous, but it's fine.
10 seconds
taking down that one player. They know Consu has been playing on that site. They know what they've done. They've got the plant, and they're safe.
I think actually even initially with Mel showing presence with the tour de force, they don't even consider recovering this rifle on A-long.
Yeah.
So actually Romi and baesht coming through just with the sheriffs. Showstopper if things become feasible, but with this fault line, it's going to slow things down once again. Paint shell ahead of it, it's picture perfect from C9 White.
Jazzy might get contact on this, could be a little bit in danger because of that, just low HP. Yeah, baesht. First one to fall. Jazzy, 5 HP, apparently more than enough. Bob there in support, and it's looking quite clean. I need to see a timeout now.
That's it.
Big shot there coming in, but the pressure on towards the site's already mounting, but they already know what's coming their way. Consu with a big double, finds Jazzy, gets Alexis down, and brings us back to maybe somewhere they can fight from. A 2v2 with a post plant, but Katsumi and Mel still standing.
Still got the paranoia to work with. Mel down to 30 HP though. An open plant towards long. Not seeing how White's just going to stack up as 2 here. Maybe waiting for that cooldown to be available for baesht, but it's the operator that's going to be the big question mark in this retake once again.
Trying to clear
find the first one, yeah.
But it takes so much time up, right? This is the problem. Cost you so much there. It is finally going to come out. Horn goes in, finds nothing. Right, you got to go. You had to have gone about 10 seconds ago, but you had to make the seconds count clear, close. And they're going to get it at least towards half now. And the TP taken, they ain't stopping. No fear shown, and the paranoia actually catching. Window could be devastating, actually, if she gets it right. Yeah, she does. Conir's gone down, and now there's a problem. Mel behind them, behind the wire, and Mel closing in now. Don't do it to him. Just get the job done. And still there is that unknown quantity of that one player on the flank, but Mel on the site is just completely unfazed, and Romi is a day late to the party.
Weakness there, I mean, forcing the issue here. Consu with a stinger in hand, actually going exploring, rewarded for it, but three staring down the smoke behind that.
That's brutal. Now, it's not just Romi this time. There's baesht here as well, so maybe a little bit more pressure on the backline could alleviate some of those issues, but Mel seemingly all too aware in the site once again, going very favorably for Cloud9 White. The 3 players now dedicated towards it. You already got that swing back through from baesht going up towards Garage, and Mel's timing could work out once again.
So much time and space to just sit on this angle with no pressure coming onto site just yet. Mel might even catch the retreat.
Nice.
Romi sharp to it, though.
Much better. Now that's given them a chance. There's no threat in the back lines, no more dagger in the back, no more knife looming above their head. The flash gets turned and Jazzy still fine, does get noted, tries to get out of danger and does just that. The post plant still going to be hard work. Now we saw last time there is no fear on these players. They're going to sit the defuse and finally the trade comes out. It's still going well for KRÜ. And now it's Katsumi in a 1v3, half achieved and overwhelmed and overrun. It ain't over yet, it's 4 rounds.
Beautiful retake to compare on Ascent. This time, there's at least a chance for KRÜ to follow through on that first half performance.
One of the players will be Katsumi, who's been stellar and seems to want to keep that reputation looking good. Alexis is going to take most of the attention there and overwhelmed in the end, but Bob makes appearance towards the back of the site and still seals. Ooh, I thought he was about to seal 2 more there, but no, it's just going to be a bloodied brawl. It is choreographed, so I'll be very interested to see how this looks now going in. Already big info, that's huge, but can they build off the back of it? They need to get towards the site here and flying on in. Jazzy, life on the line, the trade could be coming in. There it is, Mel, Katsumi, Alexis, all in unison, leaving Romi the last one alive. 1v4, defuse started, smoke in place, and 2 out of nowhere.
Back.
And the paint shell back into play, gonna do some chip damage, force Katsumi into a bad scenario. 1 more bullet to play with, and sweating them on the other side, but plenty of time for the defuse, but it got dangerous. Are they gonna repick this together? Okay, off the back of the Prowler gets dealt with quite quickly. So Mel knows they've made progress up a long, takes a swing and gets punished for it. Romi, good work. That's first in.
Actually, Bob repositioning back towards heaven.
Still waiting.
Look for this reveal. Clip it, that's the reveal. Bob actually rewarded for it as well, but Romi's found another 2. Jazzy and Katsumi will fall.
Yeah, this is good work, but again, we're talking about keeping this clean. They have the 4 rifles still standing. They do not want to lose a single other one. Problem
being, though, in this post plant, it's going to be very difficult to find value. Romi's actually very close and actually giving one away.
And that could be a rifle to be picked up. If they ever find a way to get a little bit more safety towards it, that could be a rifle back in the hand. And kalita looking like one to play towards graffiti, going to tuck in the corner.
Conor just caught sleeping, and the rifle retrieved here.
And there it is. This is where it all could fall to pieces. You got to look at that player in towards the corner. Kalita here, tucked on the corner, has to pay off, and it does. Takes away Alexis from this, and Bob now on the chopping block, dealt with, but it's costly. It's not as clean as I'd like, but they get across the line. He is still alive. Katsumi trying to slow down the roll, and actually the counter quite nice here. Katsumi's still fine. One slipping through towards the side, and actually Conir's got to be careful, and does Katsumi consider it? Maybe thinking about it. Damage achieved. Standing and fighting. Katsumi sprays into the dark and claims 2. Alexis expecting the pressure through from Garage. They're sewing this one up. baesht, lovely shot. Needs 4 more of those.
Oh my god.
They're doing, and maybe KRÜ are aware, but they're just not equipped. Just gonna be those sheriffs and odds and ends and bits and pieces, and it's just a massacre again. 3 bodies littered on the floor, Spike now down. And this is looking brutal. And only the Ghost and Sheriff to take the stand, and the poor of utility.
So much utility.
Look at it, just raining in, and Romi, it felt inevitable, and it's clean, and it's 12. Gonna be found by the Prowler, and eventually will concede the site. Oh, actually, Alexis is stuck around, right out of the air. Mel's there too, and it is a shot down and a shot out. You've even got the ult coming as well. Jazzy Kins with a double. It's 13-5.